About him is that he doesn't even come near you. So me and Vidic stood on the halfway line once at Wembley and looked at each other and just went. And we were losing, and we were standing there thinking, I've not even touched anyone, not even got anywhere. If you're a defender in a game, you want to get near people or at least get the ball. We didn't have the ball, and I didn't get to put my hands on no one to rough up or anything like that. And the problem is when you did get close to him, he was that small and quick. He was going underneath. So I was trying. Normally you go out and hit someone in the chest, and he was just going underneath it. And I was thinking, this guy, he's a magician. He's the best player I played against. He was just devastating, and I feel we all kind of felt if we played against that Barcelona team without Messi, we probably would have won.
GOAT is an acronym which stands for greatest of all time. It is a tag which is reserved for the individual who is deemed to be the undisputed master of their sport. Football's GOAT is a matter of continuous debate within the community, but the consensus in recent years has narrowed the question down to one of two players, Ronaldo or Messi.
You know, with Messi, one, he's really good at finishing. Two, very good at assists. Like three, there's just magic. It's just beautiful to see the play. So it's not just about the finishing. It's like Maradona's hand of God. There's some creativity on the pitch.
To be playing, I was fortunate to play in that era when he was playing, and now to watch him, I feel lucky. He plays with pure clarity when he's playing. When he's running at that breakneck speed, the game is still clear in his eye. When other players, the normal people, it goes a bit fuzzy in them areas. When I went up to the opposing team's box and the ball come to me, I couldn't see hardly anything. And it's probably like that for some midfielders, a little bit clearer. But him is pure HD. That's what he sees when he plays the game. And that's why when he plays like that, he makes it look so easy.
The very nature of the game means that there is no hard and fast method by which to measure who exactly is the greatest of all time. But that reality hasn't stopped the arguments. Messi has done what Ronaldo couldn't. While both players have won every major trophy for club and country.
I think you have to say to every player, the nearest player to him, get close to him, put him under pressure, get his head down, don't let him feel like he can do what he wants on the pitch, because otherwise the magic wand comes up.
I remember we said exactly the same thing in '86, just before we placed Diego Maradona's Argentina. Didn't work.
He is remarkable. Just his first touch, his movement, how clever the space he finds in the little small clever pockets. He's a one-off for me, and it was just great to be in the same stadium as him. Never mind compete against him like I have.
You'd love to play with him, wouldn't you? I mean,
just give him the ball.
You imagine.
Give him the ball and get on with it.
Although at times you're playing in that Barcelona team, you've been a bit embarrassed by your technique. Well, I would have been with my team.
I just want to be in a training ground.
Yeah.
I bet there's stuff he does in a training ground that don't even get onto the pitch here that people go, wow. I mean, you speak to some of his teammates, current and ex-teammates, and they say, some of the stuff he done there, you can't even talk about it. It's that good.
A lot of good players around there, but that's my ranking. Leon is for me the best.
Messi now has that while Ronaldo's dreams came crashing down as Portugal was knocked out by a spirited Morocco in the quarterfinals of the tournament in Qatar. Indeed, the FIFA World Cup is what appears to have made the difference between the respective greatness of Messi and Ronaldo. However, statistics do help get a much clearer picture, and this is where the Messi versus Ronaldo debate gets intense.
Similarity between Maradona and Messi in the sense of their height, their low centre of gravity, the way they can turn.
Yeah, I mean, all of the similarity, you're almost entitled to make the comparison because they are so similar in the way they played. Maradona, the only difference I feel in him is Maradona, I feel like he looked like, from the outside in, he looked like a leader of men. You know, in them moments like in the Saudi Arabia game when he could see his teammates faltering, you felt like Maradona might have been one of them players who can galvanise it. Messi's a different character, if you like, but both of their qualities are just out of this world. They're my two, if you're picking a number one and number two of all time, it flips between them two.
Goals are perhaps the best determiner of the effectiveness of any footballer who plays as a forward or an attacking midfielder. The Messi versus Ronaldo stats show that they have over 1,500 goals between them, which is a phenomenal number in the history of the beautiful game. Messi is Argentina's all-time highest goal scorer in World Cups with 13 goals, including the 7 he scored at Qatar.
Although I respect Ronaldo a lot, I respect the amount of work he put into the game, the amount of dedication he has. But Leo is just a freak.
What's the difference between the two? Because everyone always debates about them, but
I would say,
you've played with Messi, so what's the difference?
I will say, although Leo works a lot, but it's nice actually for the kids. You see one guy Like, it's what it does is unheard of. I mean, I don't know if you will see that ever again. And you have a guy that does it with work. Everything that he ever did. You played with him. Luis told me that he used to be in the gym for hours.
He's the hardest working footballer I've worked with.
That's my point. So you have that example. I'm not saying that Leo is not working. I'm saying that you see it more as a natural thing for him. It's more natural. Here, Ronaldo had to work really hard to reach the top.
That is like school football. That's what you would have done at school. That's what I've done at school.
That's my point. But we're
playing in world-class players.
And like making us look like we were not there. And that's where, for me, Messi has a little thing above everybody else.
So, who is the greatest of the two? Several football pundits, current and former players, have now said that the debate is over with Messi winning the FIFA World Cup in his last appearance in the most important tournament of the beautiful game.
Messi didn't score, but I think it was another top-class performance from Leo.
And still every player looks to him to drag them through matches. And he's still capable of that.
The best 3 or 4 dribbles in the game was Messi, and the best 3 or 4 passes in the game was Messi.
And that's what he gives you.
The best player on the pitch was Messi.
He plays a different kind of sport, I think, to most mere mortals.
Was it alien?
Cristiano Ronaldo is a type of player working hard, but Messi is different. Messi is like, genius, is like people, is type of guy, natural, And the training is always easy. It's always guys who is very good with the ball. He will never do crazy things. He will never work hard. You know what I mean? It's always, especially in the game, football game. It's this type of Aguero, for example. Because Aguero in the training ground is normal. He's just clever, look at that run, just try to be easy, just try to reserve himself for the game. Like Carlos Tevez, you've been working with Carlos Tevez as well.
He doesn't move in training.
When you get here on the team in training, definitely you're gonna lose it. But in the game, you can, it's different, deeply, because you can see the mentality of these guys. They totally dedicated in the game,
So he is at the top level, the cutting edge of football. He's a fantastic footballer, and when it comes to games that need to be defined, he's the one that takes on the responsibilities of that, and he enjoys that. And he's a phenomenal footballer. You see in this stadium, whenever he gets the ball and whenever he does anything, the whole stadium stands up. It's amazing to see.
How did he see that pass?
The pass defies physics. How did he see this?
Yeah.
How does he see this pass? It's just like everyone else in the stadium saying, "Oh no, oh my God!"
Yeah.
It's one of those.
I'm not sure I've seen a better pass in football ever, let alone at a stage like this.
When I say I'm confident before the game, it's because we have Messi in the field. Everybody is getting confidence. Playing with Messi makes you feel like you can do anything.
Lionel Messi gave to Argentina every single thing that they needed to get through this time.
Champions Leagues. He won 7 Ballon d'Ors. He was Argentinian Player of the Year 14 times. He won the Copa America, and to cap it all, he won the World Cup as well. Surely now we have to admit Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time.